Greetings to representatives from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. My name is Ophelia McMenamy, and I am so pleased and honored to have made it to this point in the interview process for the position of Communications Officer in the U.S. program. I am also humbled to be considered among a group of talented peers who are also pursuing this position with the Gates Foundation. Please allow me to begin this brief presentation by drawing your attention to the images you see on the screen. Of these, which one would you guess to be an image of life in the United States? Is it the picture of the run-down homes on a street overflowing with trash? Or is it the picture of the boarded-up vacant buildings? Is it the picture of the classroom with a broken window? Or is it the picture of the classroom with the ceiling falling apart? This is a trick question. All of these images are from Baltimore, Maryland, the home of one of the finest educational institutions in the United States. The epidemic of poverty in the United States, one of the most prosperous nations in all of human history, is an unfortunate reality. It is my intention to use my skills, experience, passion, and education toward the eradication of domestic poverty, and the objectives of the Gates Foundation match mine in a profound way. As you have seen in my career portfolio, I possess the characteristics needed to purposefully and effectively serve the Gates Foundation and the community at large. My mission is to become a voice for the voiceless through advocacy, leadership, and providing effective solutions to complex social problems. Accomplishing this mission will depend largely on the thoughtful development of advocacy and communication strategies that will affect change among policymakers and improve the living conditions of disadvantaged communities. My personal background has conditioned me for this line of work. I am a first-generation American and my family's first college graduate. I grew up in a multicultural home with parents from El Salvador and half-siblings of Nez Perce descent. Growing up, I personally witnessed the differences in living conditions and educational inequities that exist in a third-world country such as El Salvador and also on Native American reservations such as Lapwai, Idaho, where my family lives. I feel a strong obligation toward helping people who are overlooked by society due to my experiences in these locations. This is what drives my heart and my spirit. These experiences have also given me an awareness and sensitivity to circumstances unique among the Latino and Native American populations. Meeting the needs of my community has been a deep personal and professional calling for me for many years. The Gates Foundation pursues improvement in education, health resources, and human services among at-risk communities. The communications officer position has the ability to interact in meaningful ways with not only the community, but with stakeholders such as grantees, philanthropists, advocates, nonprofit organizations, and government. These reasons are why the position appeals to me, and I aim to use this opportunity to join in the Foundation's mission of breaking the cycle of poverty, as well as providing equitable opportunities for all. With 17 years of experience in law enforcement, corrections, and human services, I have learned to effectively understand and resolve issues with clients and the general public. Protecting and serving my community as a civil deputy sheriff, as well as a parole and probation officer, was greatly rewarding. But patterns of cyclical crime and poverty is difficult to change through punitive action. Advocacy and policy changes must occur, and I have some experience in this arena. As chair for the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Council, I advocated to examine county processes in order to recommend and facilitate policy changes that foster greater inclusiveness not only for our employees, but also for the community at large. I also helped draft a resolution valuing diversity for Clackamas County, and it has now been adopted by the Board of County Commissioners. Through community outreach, I helped increase community participation with our local government, and I also helped develop leadership from diverse communities. The result has been the creation of the Diversity Leadership Council, comprised of county citizens. On a related note, I am also bilingual. I read, write, and speak Spanish fluently. This helps me work well with Latino clients who may be otherwise underserved. I enjoy solving problems, troubleshooting issues, and coming up with solutions. For example, as a human services assistant, I used the lean process along with colleagues to recommend initiatives that were eventually implemented by management to improve workflow for our agency. As a crisis intervention team officer, I used de escalation intervention strategies to reduce volatile situations involving those in a mental health crisis. Regardless of the position, the work I find most stimulating allows me to use both my creative and research skills. And from what I have heard, the Gates Foundation is one that rewards people who deliver solutions to substantial problems. I'm the kind of person who knows how to execute difficult tasks with precision, and I pay attention to all the details of a project. Effective leadership depends on effective communication. I enjoy working in a team, and the reason it comes naturally to me is because I am comfortable communicating with a wide range of stakeholders. Whether it's high level government officials or the general public, I feel that my greatest strength is my ability to work effectively with many different people. My strong communication skills have made me an effective project manager for dozens of projects with the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Council. As chair of this council, I have helped draft and implement policy changes. I've also helped provide training for employees. I've advised local government officials of ways to improve efforts to hire, train, and retain a diverse workforce, and I've helped create affinity groups for our employees. Because the position of communication officer involves a lot of team projects, I know that my communication and interpersonal skills makes me an ideal fit for this position. So why me? I almost feel like the job description was written with me in mind. I have the passion you're looking for. I also have a track record of successful projects and proven expertise in agile development processes, as highlighted in my career portfolio. And although I love my current role, I feel I'm now ready for a more challenging assignment, and this position truly excites me. It will give me the opportunity to use my education, credentials, and personal background to work for the community. I am an extremely dependable person and I'm known for finishing important tasks and achieving results. I also work well under pressure and find that some of my most creative work has been under the pressure of a deadline. But what is truly important is this: it is my goal and my passion to help increase awareness and engagement for the foundation in order for all people to have equal access to opportunities needed. I would be honored to be a part of a prestigious nonprofit foundation such as the Gates Foundation that garners over 3.9 billion in grants to give not only locally but globally. I want to be a part of the solution, and I am humbled to know the foundation recognizes failures as well as its successes, because it is through failure that one learns to adjust and move forward. Co-founder of the Gates Foundation, Warren Buffett said, "Don't just go for safe projects. Take on the really tough problems." I couldn't agree more. The greatest resource in the fight against poverty and educational inequity are those who take action in their own communities, and I am that resource. Thank you for your time and consideration for the role of Communications Officer with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact me via phone or email. My contact information is shown here. I look forward to hearing from you.